Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Diddy Kong Racing, Part 11. We are officially at the same point. We are at the same part number as the end of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. And what I am learning is that, yes, in fact, this Let's Play is going to be longer than Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I don't think by much, but it's going to be a little bit longer. In the last episode, we started the last world in this game, Dragon Forest. And we did, obviously all 4 regular levels. You know how that sort of jam goes. And then we fought Smokey the Dragon. In this episode, can you believe what we're going to do? I kind of made this bit at the end of Part 10, but we are going to be doing the silver coins as well as the second Smokey fight today. And we're just going to go from there. The silver coins, I think I talked about at least Greenwood Village's silver coins a little bit. Wow, the first time the magnet gets used, the first time items that aren't the blue balloon get used. It's kind of crazy, fellas. I talked about this a little bit at the end of Part 10, but, like, some of Dragon Forest's silver coins are pretty rough. Like, bro, I gotta go behind this waterfall to get a silver coin. I don't think that's exactly much of a get it first lap sort of silver coin, but did I do it? Yes. Bumper has a... Why am I doing that? I'm not even in first. I probably should have not done that. But fun little trivia, because occasionally, as you know, I like to give trivia on this game that I know about. One of the people, I genuinely don't remember who it is, but one of the people at Rare actually gave a fun little fact about Bumper, which is that canonically, I know this sounds like a bit, and I swear to you it's not. Canonically, Bumper the Badger, the one in front of us, right here, he has canonically committed tax fraud. I wish I was joking. Well, I actually don't wish I was joking because this is hilarious. Bumper has indeed canonically committed tax fraud, and it is really weird. I don't actually remember. There was a justification for the lore. And the funniest part is that it was talked about on Twitter, which was like, okay. It was talked about in a set of Twitter replies at, like, a Rare employee's Q&A they were doing on Twitter, I think. I don't exactly remember the specifics, but, like, that fact has stood with me ever since. When I think of Bumper the Badger from Diddy Kong Racing, I think of the fact that he has committed tax fraud at some point in his life. And, oh, actually, let me clarify, because I might be spreading misinfo. It might not have been a thing of tax fraud specifically, but there is at least records of him going to jail, which is still... Oh my god, let's go. There's still records of him going to jail, which is not much better. Let's clarify, that's not much better. But I also don't think the simple thing of him going to jail is as funny. My headcanon for Bumper the Badger, right? My headcanon is that he has committed tax fraud and has gone to jail for it. I've royally screwed up my camera. I have fixed my camera. Yeah, by the way, that little well area, you can go down into it, and I think Rare intended for it to be like a shortcut, but I swear half the time that I take that well, it is like not a shortcut. Maybe it's not intended to be a shortcut. We're gonna go this left path here. I think if you're smart enough with your driving, that can actually be a shortcut, but I tend to not exactly be the brightest with my driving. Sometimes. I want to say sometimes to give myself a glimmer of hope in my own driving, but, I mean, what can you do, really? I'm going to go outwards here. Let's do... Oh, no! That's insane that the grab worked. I say the grab like it's Smash. By the way, I think I might have mentioned... No, actually, I straight up don't think I've mentioned this, which is funny. Because I think I meant to mention it... We're getting that lap 3, I guess. I think I meant to mention this really early on in the Let's Play. But I just didn't. I, as a non-Dragon Ball fan, okay, and I am someone who is just now getting into Dragon Ball. I am definitely, I haven't started watching the anime properly yet. My approach starting out has been playing the games. And by the games, I mean, I just started playing Sparking Zero. Absolutely fire game, can I just say? Oh my gosh, Sparking Zero is good. Dude, I'm telling you, even if you're not a Dragon Ball fan, I mean, I'm not, like, oh! That was sick. That was actually sick. I feel like even if you're not a Dragon Ball fan, there is something to be said about the enjoyment you can get out of that game. I'm dead serious, bro. It's an amazing fighting game. And I don't know about the sort of competitive side of things with it. It looks like it could have its own little niche. I'll be completely and utterly honest. I know Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters, it definitely has its community in the fighting game community. And I remember that was the first time I really started paying attention to Dragon Ball. It was around the time I was getting into Guilty Gear Strive, and I was like, I don't know, I was curious about just the general scope of fighting game stuff, because Guilty Gear, while popular, does kind of have its own little niche. So I was like, all right, what are some other like niche sort of fighting games that are kind of on the scene? And one of which was actually, Dragon Ball Fighters. But I think Dragon Ball Fighters actually might be a little more mainstream than I'm thinking. Like, unironically. Oh, that was all of them in one go? Okay, dang. But yeah, I think Fighters might unironically be a little more mainstream. I want to see Sparking Zero pop off, bro. I low-key want to see Sparking Zero pop off in, like, a competitive scene, because the Budokai games, I remember my friend Ryan, he had, like, showed me, and introduced me to the Budokai games. I think he first introduced me to Budokai 3. And I was like, okay. It was, obviously it was the Wii game and everything, and I was like, all right, this is fine. And from my understanding, Sparking Zero was essentially like, it's not Budokai in its name, but it is essentially Budokai 4 in a lot of regards. And, I don't know. So we have like a Steam family share up and running. I haven't actually bought a copy of Budokai yet. I am using, Ryan's copy, but I am not, I haven't bought my own copy yet. I'm sorry, Ryan, if you're watching this for whatever reason, for mooching off you. Don't worry, I intend to get my own copy. Not that he's cared, really, but I do think it's it's just a really good game, man. What happened there? What was that? I got shot at the most awkward angle you're ever gonna see in your whole life, bro. That is genuinely insane. Oh my god, how has it already been 8 minutes? How did that happen? Bro, I was just on a ramble of Dragon Ball for like the whole race. I don't even... But I don't know. Yeah, so again, I started playing Sparking Zero as a non-Dragon Ball fan. I really, really enjoy it. I am, honest to God, so invested in Dragon Ball at the moment. And... of course, as some of you may be thinking, like, okay, well, if you're getting into it, man, you gotta watch the anime. And the good news is, sometime soon, it is in the plan book. I think I'm gonna be watching it with Ryan. Ryan's just a huge, like, Dragon Ball fan, and I was like, okay, dude, like, I forgot they put one on the other side here. He's a gigantic Dragon Ball fan, and he's like, once I started getting into Sparking Zero, he was like, okay, now, look, because I also did... I'm just going to do this. That looked so dumb. Did I actually even get it? I didn't hear the sound. But he's like, all right, you got into Fighters. You got into Sparking Zero. We got to get you into the anime now. Right? That was kind of his mindset on it. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. Because the characters are genuinely really cool. I genuinely think, now I think I've talked about this in like a Donkey Kong Jungle Beat episode. Insane. How I got tripped up there. I think I've talked about this on a Donkey Kong Jungle Beat episode, but I am more of a, oh my god, I did it again? Insane. I am genuinely more of a slice of life anime type of fella myself. I'm just now getting around to wrapping up Shikanoko, my dear friend, that sort of that slice of life anime, great anime, by the way. If you haven't watched it and you're into slice of life animes, I genuinely think you're missing out wholeheartedly. Really do. But I've always been very consistently into slice of life animes. Action animes kind of threw me for a loop a bit. The main action that I kind of indulged in during my time watching anime thus far was some of the more comedic action scenes in Mrs. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Great anime as well, by the way. Ooh, no. Yeah, I think Smokey's... He gains more projectiles. That's about what I remember. He gains more projectiles, and it is rough. But I don't know. It's like Dragon Ball has got to be one of the few animes where I feel like the action could go crazy. And from what I've been told, a lot of Dragon Ball gets kind of like wrapped up into like it's all about the action. But like a lot of Dragon Ball's whole ordeal is actually... I've been sniped again. A lot of Dragon Ball's whole ordeal is actually more about the story and just the exploration of the world of Dragon Ball, and I'm like, okay, dang, I can get with that. Like, I have hit 3 fireballs. This is actually, might just be the first, like, restart that isn't accidental. Or maybe, I don't know, I think I had some restarts during Blubber. I can't even fathom how I went around that. Oh my god. Stop. I gotta catch up, and I gotta catch up stat, bro. Stop. Stop. You need to stop, bro. Okay. I passed him. Dude, I passed him. That's all I need, bro. I want out of this. I want out of this. I want no part in dealing with you as a whole. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, I hit, what was it, 4 fireballs? Something like that? I think we're good now, obviously. I think, you know, a lot of the boss fights in this game, it's like once you get a okay lead on them, sick, by the way. Once you get an okay lead on them, you're pretty much good, bro. Like, there's not really there's not much of an issue at all in the slightest. I don't know. But I don't know. So yeah, I'm hoping to start getting into Dragon Ball very soon. Because again, Sparking Zero has been an incredible experience to play so far. The story mode, oh my god, the story mode is frustrating to me. I can't explain it. Hey, we are now worthy of facing Wizpig. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Look, man, there's an investigation we could do regarding that stuff, but I don't know, man. It's like, I feel like we're missing something, you know? I feel like we're missing something. Something to do. Something to do. With the old trophy race. I don't know. I feel like we got to do that first before I can really give you guys what you want here, you know? But yeah. Sorry, guys. I got to do it to you. Anyways, fellas, that's going to do it for part 11 of Diddy Kong Racing. Big episode when you really think about this in the grand scheme of things. We have every piece of the Wizpig amulet now, so that entire face is now opened up. It is, you know, out there. It is colored. It is not stone on the wall. Stone, rock. I don't really know the terminology. And now, all we got to do before we can really confront said situation is just tackle the trophy race, tackle the battle minigame, and Bob's your uncle. I'm saying that once again when it is probably not warranted, but it's chill. It's chill. Don't worry about it. Anyways, I'm going to end this episode here. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. It's your life. Do what you want. I don't really care. And I will see you fellas in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.